guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is, she's back. I'm back. Now, let me just preface this by saying, I am back, but it's not going to be like 2 or 3 videos a week. At least I don't think so. I say that and maybe I'm going to get it, because I still have a lot to do. So, I am back. I thank you all for your DMs, your messages. I really haven't touched YouTube at all. So if you wrote me there, I know I didn't write back and I apologize. I just literally, nothing against YouTube at all. It's just that I needed a break. And then a lot of stuff happened. I usually always take January off to kind of reset myself. But it sort of then all this other stuff was transpiring. So let's go through it. You'll notice that my background is different. I am now in a beauty closet. It's a very, very small room. And I don't know how this lighting is going to be because I can't put I've got a ring light and that's it. I have no box lights. There's no way for me to put them in here. Look, I got my round shoe rack. And then some shelving that I had in my other room in my desk. That's it. Luckily I've got 2 windows, but it's an overcast, cloudy day. So we're gonna see how this works out. I may have to figure a way to get some lighting in here for sure. But bear with me. So we downsized. We were at a point where Matthew's 17 and a half. He's done with school. He's got a job. He's had his license for a little while now. He's actually got 2 jobs. So we're like, what are we doing in this big giant house? Why do we want to be house poor? And so because I did the stuff that I did, I was able to make a profit. You can make a profit in a year and a half, and still make a profit means you've paid your agents, which don't even get me started. Like literally, I'm on this agent thinking, oh my God, if there's real estate agents following me, do not get upset. But here's my problem. Whether you're selling a $200,000 house, $400,000 house, $1 million house, they do the same work. I've sold those, right? Like that. I've literally owned in those brackets for the most part, 400,000 to over $1 million, and they do the exact same work. Now, maybe it's because a couple things that I get frustrated is that, and I'm going to go on a tangent here for just a minute, is that I do so much work. I already have my home staged because that's the way I live, and I run comps myself and I set my sale price. Neither time in the last 2 times that we've sold house has my agent agreed with my sale price. And both times I got what I want. This last time, the appraisal didn't come in. That's a whole nother story. Because of the way they do appraisals nowadays, it's absurd. And I still held my ground, and we met a little bit in the middle. A little above the middle. Little above the middle. Hold your ground. I told her, I said, someone's going to come in and fall in love with what I did. And 100% I've met the owner, the wife, the husband-wife team. I met the wife, just so happened, and daughter, and she had fallen in love with the house. And that's what you want. Someone that's what I want. I'm not a flipper. I want someone that's going to come in and fall in love with what I've done to the home. Mind you, they can do anything they want. They can paint it purple for all I care, but because once I'm done, and I move on. We've always wanted a boating lake, and we've kept going from lake to lake. Finally, we are on a boating lake. We are across the street from the lake, so staring out the window, I can see the lake, where we have a little beach that's across, but it's a 511-acre lake, so it's a very large lake. It's a great neighborhood. When I Instacart or something, there's actually restaurants to choose from. Andover was an In-N-Out town. It had 1 pizza place. It's great. Loved it. Love Harley. Harley is the server there. She's awesome. One of the first people we met. And it's great. Now, you guys are going to say, oh my God, you're BFF. 20 minutes door to door. We spend every weekend together. We are always doing something together. She works during the week. We are always texting, always. So we're very close. We've had many my daughter was just here with the grandbaby. It was wonderful. It was way too fast of a trip because they were just here because my husband was supposed to have surgery. They delayed the surgery. So my daughter still came and she said, well, if you want Avery to come. Avery hung up on my daughter and got a ticket before she could change her mind. I love Avery to death. She is so stinking cute. She loves the beauty closet. She doesn't think it's a closet. She loves it. It's still grandma's domain, and she comes in here and she grabs a little Jeffree Star mirror, and look, isn't she freaking cute as a bug? Had a great time with her. We put the house up. It sold within 21 days. With at that price point was excellent. And then I had a whole giant house to pack and get rid of. I went from having like 5 credenzas to 1. And it was a lot. I still was able to keep my dining room table. Sorry. I was still able to keep, June had to bust in here. I was still able to keep my dining room table. I just put it at a 6 instead of an 8. And still able to keep the, I had a very large couch that was a sectional. Half of it's upstairs. Works perfect, and half down. This was a house that was done by flippers. I would never recommend buying a house from flippers. Ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not flip it yourself. Redo it yourself. There's shoddy workmanship. You know, you see the bright, shiny bells and whistles because I've had to do so much work in the other houses. As in changing countertops. I didn't have to. They did do a quartz countertop, which is great. Is it exactly what I would choose? No. Is it perfectly acceptable? Absolutely. But I changed all the light fixtures, painted from ceilings to baseboards in every single room with the exception of this room because it's so small and it really doesn't matter. I just threw some stuff up on the wall and we're calling it a day. And then I went into full-on beach mode. So this house is decorated completely different. We'll do a different video on it. It is definitely more beachy lake vibe because that's what this house wanted. I told you, when I decorate, when I redo things, the house sort of speaks to me, and it wanted colors that I had never used, like blue. Navy blue. It's gorgeous. It's through the upstairs. And I also did board batten for the first time. Gutted a master bath. I've never done that, all the way to the studs, and redid a complete attic. So Matthew has a 11 by 30 room up there. He's got to watch his head. It's over 7 foot in the center, and then it goes down because it's at a peak. Put skylights in, and he has the best view of the lake because he's up there. And we did built-ins. My guys did it all in 3 weeks. You heard me. 3 weeks. I have amazing guys, and I kept adding stuff as I always do. I'm like, we went through this house together prior or while I was under contract, so that they would be up and running. So within 2 days of my owning this house, the guys were here and they worked 10 hours a day. They would work on Saturday. Sometimes they worked on Sunday. It was crazy. Got a roofer to do the skylights. It looks amazing. Now we're working on the outside. We have a giant tree that needs to go, and then a deck will be installed. I would have it installed tomorrow, but they're very busy. The guy's going to do it mid-July, so I'm excited about that. And then we have landscaping to do. It's on half an acre, so it's still quite a large lot. It extends this way, not backwards, so it extends sort of along the lake. So how do I feel about it? Great. Do I miss being right next door to Patty? Yes. That's the only thing I miss. The house was very large and we didn't use half of it, 3/4 of it. And it was perfect for Matthew when he was in school. He had 3 parties there, I think. And then we were done. Let me just say, buying a house, selling a house, selling a house, buying a house, very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. It's a lot of stress, and I'm the one who carries it all. My husband, he just says yes or no to things. Sometimes I don't even ask him. I just do it myself. Same with decorating. I just do. He trusts the process, so which is good. Most of the time it turns out the way that I anticipated. Sometimes it turns out even better. I feel like it turned out even better. Now, when I first moved into this house, I literally cried because we had like termites dropping, like flying all. The sellers were scam artists, y'all. They were just scam artists. They were flippers. They didn't give a crap. And that's the difference between somebody that, yes, I've moved 3 times in Connecticut, bought 3 houses, and yes, I've made a profit. Some people would call me a flipper. I'm definitely not. I put love and quality into every house. It's just we're trying to find the right house. The great thing about this house is the master is on the main level. There are no stairs that we would have to utilize except to do laundry, which is great. We've never had a master on the main level, and I think that's important as we get older. Will we stay here forever? I don't know. I could sell it in a year. Who knows? I really don't know. I would have never thought we would have sold Andover in a year. But I'm excited about all the restaurants, all of the neighbors. My husband has met a lot of the neighbors. I've met a couple of them. They seem very nice. We'll have a housewarming once I get my, you know me, I need everything, all my ducks in a row. Now, health. Let's talk about the family. Okay. So, health-wise, I am going through some things that are requiring some testing. There's nothing definitive that I could tell you. Blood work's a little off. We're doing some testing, and we'll go from there. I did break my toe recently. If you were on Instagram, you saw it. It's beautiful purple color. It's great. I was kind of running down the stairs a little faster than I should, I guess, and there was a curve, and June decided to cut me off. I was heading towards my grandbaby and fell down the stairs. I've got bruise on where my kidney is. I hit the back of my head. None of that mattered. I broke my toe. That was the thing that hurts. And luckily it wasn't my ankle because, again, going on vacation, I can deal with a broken toe. So husband, we all got sick. We got this weird virus. It's not coronavirus. It's I can't even think of the name of it, but like deathly, it was horrible. Like, I thank God for Zofran so that I could take my medication for the other things that are wrong with me. And during that period of time, they took an x-ray of my husband and they found a mass on his kidney. They won't do a biopsy because irregardless, it has to be removed. They do feel that it's cancerous, so please send those thoughts and prayers. I normally would not share his business, but he has shared it with everybody, so I'm going to share it. And so his surgery was postponed. My daughter was here for the surgery, and then they ended up postponing it till July 1st. 1st of July. So we're going through that. My son, he had some issues that he was working out. I will never speak about my son with regards to health or anything like that unless it's something that I feel is necessary, because that's his privacy. He's 17 and a half years old. He does not even like me talking about him unless it's, he chooses, right? If he chooses to be included in a picture on Instagram with me, I'm blessed. He doesn't like pictures as much as he used to. But that's okay. If I get one every now and again, I'm a happy girl. So, but otherwise, he's doing wonderful and great and fantastic. So that's great. He's got 2 jobs. He's working his little butt off. He's driving everywhere with me most of the time, but he does drive to work on his own. So it's great. The animals are all doing well. They love the new house. I would say the cats like it more than June. Mittens, cat dog, Mittens. Freaking chases. We have chipmunks here. There was a little baby chipmunk in the house. No joke. I screamed, jumped up on the couch, peed my pants a little, not gonna lie. And it just walked out the door and Mittens was waiting. Just gonna say, pounce. Whether it got away or not, I didn't care. I was like, out. I'm out. So I did cry when I first got here, and then my guys got to work, and it was hell for like 4 weeks. But I got everything unpacked within a week because my daughter and granddaughter were coming. So I'm a very fast mover. Luckily, we have big storage sheds on our property. And I basically had the movers put everything in there. I've been adding storage every single place that I can within this house because there's no storage. I will again show you before and afters in a video and show you, how you can take a house that doesn't have a lot of storage and make storage. Let's see. I think that's pretty much, that's kind of it. We just went from, needing a break to selling a house to moving into a house to renovating a house, and kind of that's where we've been, and I'm still in that process. There's still boxes in the storage sheds, and occasionally I'll walk out, grab a few things, empty a box, but now all of the kitchen stuff for the most part has been done. There's some few things that my guys had to move on. Like, they were here 3 weeks, they had other projects that they put off for me because they know I can't live in chaos, and I love them for that. They are amazing. Like I said, now we're working on the outside because there's absolutely no curb appeal to this house whatsoever. And so that's gonna take a little bit more. That's one thing, I am not a gardener. I can plant flowers and in containers and make like a patio look good, but the patio sucks. That's why we're putting a deck, new railings, and getting rid of a big tree. That's where we're starting. And then we'll go from there. A sidewalk needs to be put in. It's just a walkway needs to be put in. They took it out. I'm like, ah! Like, no conception, these people. They didn't have any conception or taste. I could say that because they did some really shoddy, shitty things. So I'm back. The next video that you will see will be a full face of brand spanking new makeup, every single thing. Perfect for summer. Absolutely obsessed by it, and we'll go from there. I'm taking a vacation. I'll take you with me. Went there last year. Love it. And so if you don't follow me on Instagram, I get it. You don't have an Instagram, don't go create one to follow me. But if you do, you can follow me on Instagram. For a while, I didn't even post on Instagram. I'm just telling you, I was antisocial. It's just really for your mental well-being. I have to recharge. When you start going from the Nordstrom sale, and it's like Nordstrom anniversary sale, and it's constant. It's like a lot of videos where you're doing 4 or 5 videos a week, and then you head to the holidays, and I did parties, and it was just continuing to where by the time January comes out, I'm burnt out, you guys. I am. And then of course I wouldn't have taken this long. I didn't even think to myself, oh my gosh, it's June, right? Almost June. By the time you see this, will be June 1st. It's June and I haven't done a video. That's 6 months. I've never done that, and you guys have been so worried, and I am so sorry. And it's time to be back. So I'm back. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, of course, put them in the comments. Of course, there's a lot of things happening, and yes, there's major things happening, like buying and selling a house, like my husband's health. There's always major life things going on, and it just so happened that they all were happening at one time, which meant I couldn't be here. And if I can't connect with you, if I can't give you my all, I can't do it half-assed. I do the best I can, being, I'm not super technically advanced. I don't have the fancy lighting or the backdrops or the transitions or all of that stuff. Honestly, God bless everybody that can do that. This is something I do because I enjoy talking to you guys. I know that it's me talking to you, but then when you write comments back, but I just enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. And there was a time where, and when I can't give you 100% and I'm not enjoying it, that's when I know I have to stop. I've been buying new clothes, and I haven't even put them on Instagram. Now lately I have been, but I've been pulling, like, I've had all my stuff in boxes for months, it feels like, and it's been great. I've been pulling out oldies but goodies. But I did, again, this one I will list because I think this is gorgeous, and I hope it's still available since I just picked it up not that long ago. All right, you guys, well, that's it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking with me. For those of you that did, for those of you that are new here, I normally am very, do my videos like bam, bam, bam. We just got a lot going on, and I just wasn't ready. I'm back. I'm ready. All right. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon, as in like the next day or two, with my very first video. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.